On today's video, I'm going to try to show how to fix certain paint defects, runs in paint, areas where decals are above the paint and have fish eyeing, and how to bury, and in the very end, bury it all in clear after a thorough wet sanding. Turbo Steve helped me do this part of the job. It's a bike that he was doing as partners with, I think, one of his friends. I don't really remember, but the final product was awesome. And we both learned a little bit along the way. We're going to try to share what we learned in this video. I put a lot of it in fast forward so you wouldn't have to sit through some boring parts of it. And Turbo Steve did a great job sanding it out. And in the end, he had a bike he was real satisfied with. Overnight, actually 2 overnights. And our parts have been drying from yesterday. So we're really, and that part's been drying for about 3 or 4 days. So we really want to clear the deck. Now, because Steve is going to the show, I really wanted to give him the priority sand out here. He's on his way, and we're going to try to get some of this sanded out. Now, mainly, it's where the decals are, and we knew that was going to be a problem because these decals are not water slide decals like I use. And so you've got to work with them differently. He did that. I want to sand this stripe. And he wants to his credit, he wants to do some of the sanding too. So I'm going to get started, and until he gets here, I'll get a little head start on it. So the thing I wanted to show is right here, we have a little bit of a run. And of course, it's from trying to bury paint here. Now, the thing is, I want to get a hard block and some 2000 grit paper and just work that. Obviously, there's plenty of clear on there, but the block sanded in nice and flat. Some good old-fashioned Indasa 2000 grit wet and dry paper. And the thing is with any of these, anytime you have a run or an imperfection, is just to be patient, take your time, a block, and just don't try to use 80 grit paper and or a power sander or something. If you just 2000 grit will do it. And it won't leave any deep scratches that won't go away. It may take 10-15 minutes, but we're just going to gently, not pressing down hard. The reason is where the thickest part of the run is, the paint tends to be a little softer, so you don't want to catch it with the edge of the sandpaper. So you don't want to go into it. I want to go around it, and just little by little, like grinding down a mountaintop. And I wanted to show this little technique because this is the same technique I'm going to use, and I'm going to try to help Steve with the decals. And maybe because what happened, this material that Steve has been using for decals, when you put the clear on, I don't think it's made to have clear on top of it. It fish eyes up. And another thing, the edges don't stay down, so the edges always show the light. So it always looks a lot worse than it really is when you run your hand over it. So anyway, I'm going to just take my time with this because I really don't want to see this run. I don't want to see any run. What am I talking about? And Steve has problems getting here early in the morning. Now, I know when Karen goes to a doctor not far from Steve's house at Englewood Hospital, and when we go there, we leave an hour for the like what should be a 10-minute ride if there wasn't traffic. So it's a problem, but I can still use this time efficiently. And we'll get this run block sanded flat. And when it's block sanded flat, when you put the new clear on top of it, it'll be like it was never even there. Now we are down to having, and I wanted to do this without a camera cut. See, that's the whole thing. I'm doing it gently. It may take a minute or two longer than what, if you wanted to shorten up the video or put camera cuts all over it or something. But I'm not interested in making short videos or long videos. I want to make informative videos, or videos that give you some information you can use. And sometimes I think it's worth watching a whole video to pick up one good tip. Now, if I can do this in real time, I'll be thrilled and I'll feel like I accomplished something. And I watch a lot of videos. I watched a video last night of a guy who was pouring a concrete floor in a garage because I was thinking of doing that at some future time. and I saw how he did it, and of course I can't do it myself. I would have to hire somebody, but that's the way it works. So anyway, as he drops the paper towels, that's why you should always have extra coffee in the morning, so you don't drop the towels. So I wanted, the objective was to do this without a camera cut, and what I can show you now. Now, no camera cuts. I want to, truth in advertising. I don't like deceptive advertising. You can see again what we did. It's 2,000 grit paper. He didn't, when nobody was looking, put 80 grit in. And now, without shutting the camera off, I want to take this right down here, and that run is toast. If I wipe it, and I think that if you know that technique, when you go to spray something, you have a lot more confidence in what you're spraying, because if you do get a run like that, you can take care of it. And I think that's good quality information, and that's what I always try to put on the videos. You got to remember, here's my good friend, the late Frank Stroud. You got to remember, I've been painting, God, since the 60s, and painting very seldom less than one bike a year. In that time, I've got a lot of runs, and I've tried to show how to get them out. And Glenn has become an expert painter. I don't know Vince. I know Vince is good to begin with, but there he is. In younger days, oh boy. My original 73 Yamaha was new, and I don't think I had it a month and I painted it. Looking back, it's pretty funny. All right, so even before Steve gets here, I think that's useful information. That's something. You spent about 3 minutes looking at how I did that. That's useful information. So the same thing, 2,000 grit paper. We'll try to do some of this in real time. When I say real time, I know sometime it gets to be boring time, but if you get this technique, I think it'll be well worth it, because you can paint away, and if you get a run, you can get rid of it. Now, the thing with the decals is these decals are sitting up above the paint. So if you were to just take a sandpaper by hand, all you do is you'd create valleys. And I don't think there's enough clear on here to really grind down and get it flat. So what I'm going to try to do is get it almost flat. And I'm going to start, I'm just going over where the decals are. The paint all around it is fine. I want to get rid of the edge. If it's a perfect world, I don't want to use the tip of the sanding block. I always want to use the middle of the sanding block. And I'll try to do one in real time. If you're bored, of course, you can go flip on a Beavis and Butthead or something intelligent. But if you really want to know how to paint, and if you really want to take advantage of the experience I have, and the only experience I have, none of it came easy, believe me. I did not go to any painting school or work in any body shop or do any of that. What I did is do a lot of painting. Painted a lot of outboard engines. Painted a lot of guitars. A lot of stuff you never see. But anyway, if I can get this almost flat, see, then what'll happen is the next coat of clear, there'll be enough clear on here that I can get it flat, get it perfectly flat, and then buff it out. I'm assuming Steve wants to buff this out. If he doesn't, well, I don't know what to say. Now we got this. See, this gets to be high risk. How much do you? It's perfect over here, not perfect, and worse, and perfect. So I'm gonna, because I want to do this in real time. I don't want to make a fancy camera cut video with different things. I want to show how to do this, because if you're using stickers and you're looking to bury them in clear, this is exactly what you're going to go through. Even if you don't have fish eyes, you want that clear that's on top of it to be perfectly smooth. And if there was another way to do it, I hope somebody will post it up on YouTube, because I haven't seen it. And I think I've seen every video that's on YouTube about painting. Anyway, I wanted to make sure this was done in real time. And, you know, it's like, here's the thing. I'm a very skeptical person. And I believe advertising, written advertising, or, you know, if you believe anything on the internet. But when I see it in real life, and I know it's not some kind of fancy camera cut magic trick, it really is the real deal. Or the other thing that's my pet peeve is I watch a video, they're painting cars, a lot of car painting videos, and they show you one thing, and then the next thing you see on the screen is the car's painted, or you know, they don't show you the hard work that went into it. Yeah, the easy part is the unveiling, you know, but I want to see the details. And I think in 2 or 3 minutes per side here, we should be able to make this. We're not going to make it perfect because you're always going to see the edge of the decal no matter how you do this. But we're going to make it that it's as good as it possibly can be. And I know Steve is committed to this type of decal, not the water slide one, but to be honest, water slide decals, we'd be done already. Now, I don't want to get any cuter than that. I'm thinking maybe let me show this up close. Let me take the camera off the tripod and show this up close. What I'm afraid of is if I get, I'd like the whole thing to look like this, but if I get any cuter right here and I go through somewhere, it's not going to be worth it. But the next coat of clear will cover this up, and then I will have the choice of making it perfectly flat. Now you can see I've not even gotten the edge. If I get down to the edge of the edge, I'm going to have a problem. So I think that's all I'm going to be able to do. Well, I'll do the other side, and then we'll basically wait till Steve gets here. Now, as long as I'm waiting for Steve to get here, I did the parts of his job that I think that he would want me to do over the decals and over the that little bad spot. Well, we took care of that run. And by the way, that is really, really good, useful information. I can't picture anybody that's wanting to learn how to paint that can't use that to their advantage. Anyway, again, I'm using the 2000 grit. The only reason I'm doing this today is because this is dried 3 or 4 days, and one of the things this is going to allow me to do, I'm going to have clear in the gun. I can get another coat of clear on this. That'll really be to my advantage. So we got Steve working at his favorite job, 2000 grit wet sanding, and boy is he getting good at it. In fact, he volunteered. The next person's bike we work on, he's going to come do all the sanding, and at the same price too.
Don't call this sandpaper, you call this velvet.
Make sure you use the correct side of the sandpaper. You do this.
I think this side might be rougher.
No.
Oh,
don't.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. See, when you get good at it, you don't have to look at it. You just, and especially get over the stripe so we can't feel that stripe. Then you know you're at the top level. You're up there with the big fish in a little pond.
Big fish.
So this is the brand of clear we've been using, Gavco. It seems to perform pretty much exactly like the 5-star. I don't think there's a whole lot of difference, to be honest. My objective is going to be to try to bury those decals in a lot more clear if I possibly can.
Yeah,
how'd the back one come out? Oh yeah, that came out okay.
That's...
All right, now of course get it thoroughly wiped. Your hands are clean, so you're in charge of wiping it down and then tack rag the hell out of it.
Well, I still want, you have, you said you have...
Looks nice. Looks like you did a good job, baby. Mark Morgan would be jealous. Now just hair dryer it up. That'll get rid of the whatever moisture's still in there. And tack rag it, and we'll get it mounted up outside.
What's this button?
Ready to take down. Push it down all the way.
What's this for?
No, nothing. Yeah, we don't want any moisture on there at all. So any flaws that are in the paint now, Steve takes 100% responsibility for. Let's jig it up outside. You're wasting a perfectly good painting day.
Without sanding it?
The sanding, it takes under half an hour. But to buff this out now, to buff it out, if you don't buff it, oh, yeah, it's still shiny. And
I mean, I don't mind buffing it.
No, I mean, you could do it over here.
But I 2000 it again, right?
2000 and just buff with that 4CR product?
I'm gonna touch up that K. Do they sell like touch-up paint at this color? Like if I tell them the paint I just bought, do they have like little touch-up bottles?
I don't think so. I don't think so. That's the only, and that's the decal material pulling away. That's a shame that that's like that. But I would consider next time you do this, just do water slide decals.
I'm not doing this again.
You're not in a custom bike? I got to do this for the rest of my life, so I got to know what the hell's going on.
This is it.
Yeah, that came out good. I know the people watching the video can't see how glossy that is, but that is. Steve did an amazing job. I got to give him credit. He did a great job sanding it out, and we made the most out of the fact those decals were not our best friends. So Steve did a really good job sanding that out, and believe me, that was a big sand out. He did a good job. He toughed it out, and that's the whole lesson for everything: is always tough it out, because for the rest of your life you're going to look at that job and you'll wish you put that extra step in. Anyway, this is the next step for us, and it couldn't be any better, but we're done for today. There's just so many hours I can spend in this shop, and then I got to go take a nap. Now, if you're new to our channel, we have a very, very eclectic channel. One of the new features we have now is some of the videos are grouped into groups that you can access all the videos for one category in one mouse click, and it should be very convenient and very handy. Just check out the feature on the main screen playlist. And thanks to everybody for supporting the channel. We appreciate your support, and it makes this channel possible with all the things we do, the painting, the wheels, the polishing. And please take a second or two and hit the like button. And thanks everyone for watching.